I'm going to paint this little adorable miniature luggage rack with fun luggage. I'm going to start by going around this gold brassy luggage rack. Here, some of this is the ribbon, so I'm going to go carefully along there. And I think I'll wait to do the other side so that I don't get my hand in that. And this is part of the ornament, and it has a little gold rope there. Okay, so I'm working on what kind of colors I'm going to use. I've got my strip here and my other one here just to make sure. I'm going to start with the darker luggage in this very specific brown. And so this is an ornament that I saw a photo of online, drew it up because I just thought it was so super cute. So this one is a darker piece of luggage. Hopefully I'll have enough of that paint. I'm not sure how I exactly made it. And this one as well is that same dark. There's a couple of lighter tan ones. And the straps, of course. So I'm using the fine tip of my brush to kind of go around each of these little patterns, and it's okay if there's a little bit of the white of the paper. The pattern, some of it is brown anyway, so I kind of want that to be a little bit darker. And if you've got the woodland set, then this will be perfect because the bare color in there is the exact color of this, and then you just mix the sand ridge with it. And trying to make all of these from the pastel. And then you've got tiki in your tropical set, if you've got that one. Let's see. Ooh, like that. I'll go back over the other ones with that. That was just the black and the brown together. There. Spread some of that around so it looks the same. And I'm just going to kind of add a little bit of that. It's a little damp, so the pigment is just traveling over the water, the damp areas that I've already painted, so it makes it a little bit easier to go over. And I've got to get this side of that luggage here. How about that? Does that look pretty close? All right, and then these straps. I think that's pretty good. Match. Want that to stand out a little bit more. Okay, so we've got a lot of the basics down here, and then we'll let that dry a little bit so that we can go in and do the details. Got this wheel. If you have the tropical set, you need a black. You use the ocean and hibiscus, which is a dark blue and an orange. You've got the color shadow in your woodlands kit, but just mix across the color wheel if you don't have black. And we mixed up, I'm going to get a good amount of black here and some brown and kind of get like a nice dark brown. And now I'm going to go in here and do these little designs. Whoops, that was still wet. So I think what I'll do then is paint my ribbon. In my example, it had blue, so we will paint this ribbon blue. I think I wanted to have a little more of a gray blue. It's very wet, so I didn't mean to put that much water. You can either siphon that out with a paper towel. Let me change that color there. Or just let it evaporate. Now I'm going to go in here and do all of these little dark brown areas. Get these little details. And even though this isn't exactly perfect, it's really super cute that it's watercolor. Sometimes taking a common object that we are used to seeing, or like in this case, a brand, and then seeing it in another format is pretty fun. Like in an ornament format, or, because it's miniature, or an ornament in watercolor. So we've got that brassy look there. We've got our luggage rack, and then we can always add a little bit of a shadow across some of these areas. Make it look a little more three-dimensional. It's just so stinking cute. I love it. Hope you enjoy painting this. It's a lot of fun. We'll add our metallic, and it's ready to roll. I'm going to add some gold to my luggage rack here. Get a nice brassy gold tone. And put a little bit of pearl on the wheels. And maybe on a few of these areas here. I'm going to leave the luggage without the sparkles, so just added it to the rack, and it'll give a shine and shimmer